What if?
Way to break the immersion of this being a real skull. You can totally see the ancient 17th century barcode marks on it. One go to.
When can we start throwing cabbages at him? I brought a whole bushel, and they're rotten.
Having 32 pounds of rotten vegetation lying around for entertainment purposes.
It's another rift!
Am I to believe the people of One Go To would call this a rift instead of God's punishing light? Marvel property decides someone needs to save someone else from a mysterious portal cliche.
My king, I am...
She is cursed.
Well, that escalated quickly. Capcar goes from trusted guard to cursed and pursued, and the only thing that happened in between was she failed to save Hela? Malego frailty, thy name is Thor Odinson.
What you're seeing has all the makings of a Shakespearean tragedy.
Maybe, but what I'm hearing has all the markings of some more pretentious watcheration.
The Scarlet Witch Wanda Maximoff used her powers to reach into a neighboring universe for a warrior.
Ah yes, Scarlet Witch. Her power set consists of being an all-powerful universe changer, which in the MCU means only exactly as powerful as needed to do the thing that the plot needs her to do this time.
And so, the captain joined the heroes of 1602 in their desperate bid to save their world.
And so quickly too. Peggy saw a familiar face or two and just jumped right in on that.
Worlds die every day. I've watched millions fade from existence. It happens.
Well, not on my watch.
Saying you can outwatch the watcher as he's right there watching you say it. Also, how arrogant do you have to be to assume that you can single-handedly stop a world from dying?
And how, pray tell, shall we find this fellow?
Assuming the aforementioned timey-wimey person is a fellow and not a shello. No one else in this room sees Captain Carter playing Batman in the window.
Probably radioactive.
Ooh, wait, active what now? God, I love your made-up words.
I'm more impressed by this highly advanced microscope that absolutely did not exist in One Go To. Surely there was a version of a microscope then, but it was not this.
Your carriage looks like it could use some lightening of its load.
Roger's hood.
Roger's Hood? Roger's Hood? No, that's not how naming works. Robin Hood was a name for a thief long before the Robin Hood stories, probably because it sounds like Robin. If you're in England and you encounter a Roger in Hood, that's a whole different skill set.
Whoa, what treasure is this?
Treasure that should have made an absolute mess of that chest after being stored so poorly for transport down a bumpy road, that's what.
My maid Margaret passed to the other side many moons ago.
Maid Margaret is an anthropomorphic fox in this scene.
Aye.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, and you and the MCU's overinvestment in the idea of relationship destiny between these two and the way it impacts culture's view on finding the one, as if there's some magical single other human that's going to be everything to you if you just search long enough. And I really should have said this a long time ago, but skip.
Is there someplace we can talk?
What's wrong with where you are now? Isolated wooden path not private enough for you? Scene does not contain a jub-jub. No one drinks like this. His head is fully back before his lips hit the cup, so any liquid would fall all over his face. But instead he's able to just sip just fine, which only means there is barely any ale in this cup, which is dumb. Whiplash for barely any ale is not a worthwhile cervical sacrifice.
My Margaret would want to save this world too. That was her specialty.
Her specialty was wanting to save the world? Really? What is it with all these people and thinking they can save the world? Does the show think we've forgotten that the MCU demands all heroes be dead set on saving everyone? We know. We f***ing get it. Tell me something new about these people. Do they like mangoes? Are they angry when someone comes to their door to solicit? Can they knit?
Oh no. Men, we've got company!
So close the f***ing window.
So much for the secret treehouse.
You were trying to keep this secret? This? This is like phase 1 of Lothlorien.
Barton sends his regards, Hogan.
That sounds like the kind of thing you're supposed to say after you've defeated your enemy. Fire! Not starting with this at the beginning when you had the element of surprise.
Are you watching?
Always.
The Technopoly.
I'm unable to see the coming events clearly when a universe is close to extinction.
Well, isn't that convenient?
You cannot possibly comprehend the consequences of your actions.
Something I told my nephew when he opened up the packaging of my sealed Kenner Star Wars Obi-Wan action figures from 1977 makes its way into the script.
What if, what if, what if?
Roll commercials, roll commercials, roll commercials. This really isn't a sin. It's just a reminder to get your eyes checked often because there are some pretty serious things that happen with your vision. I don't know why Hulk is okay with being ridden like a beast of burden in this scene, but he is, and it's dumb. I don't know why Hulk is also okay with being ridden like a beast of burden in this scene, but he is, and it's really f***ing dumb.
It will reveal the Forerunner and send them back from whence they came.
Did the show's technology department forget that the year is One Go To? Come on, choir. This is not the time to accompany the rift with intricate harmony. Why would Hulk say this outside of the need for a lame callback to the first Avengers movie? He's not fighting gods. He's fighting regular soldiers.
We'll keep them busy. You get the scepter.
Is this just now being discussed while in the middle of the most important fight heist of the existence of their entire world?
Coronation gift from the King of Wakanda.
I'm not sure why every one of the popular characters of the MCU has to be mentioned or appear in this episode, but it doesn't make it any better. Their appearance doesn't answer basic questions like how they all got there in the first place, or why only they disappear here in a moment but Peggy remains. The show just wants to parade the hits in front of us, hoping we're so excited to see them that we forget to care about the story. Well, joke's on you, MCU. We actually do care about the story.
Hear that, Bruce? The pipes! The pipes are calling!
Funny, but Danny Boy wasn't written until 1910, so you're about 3 centuries too early to use this reference.
I've had enough of your devilry.
He says this as if it's a bad thing. Does he not realize Peggy's adjacent to an actual witch wearing a horn-like headdress currently shooting red energy into a portal after having successfully cast a summoning spell?
Get the scepter to Stark!
Wait, Scarlet Witch was in on it the whole time and let this entire battle carry on without helping until the very last second? People are dying. Where's their sense of urgency?
And pop goes the weasel.
That phrase wasn't made popular until the 1800s. Are we in one go too, or aren't we?
He's the future man?
Oh, so now Thor is super interested in listening to Carter about saving the world this way. It's almost like they just wanted all the characters to fight for no f***ing reason whatsoever.
That you, Watcher? Come here to gloat? Tell me that I'm stuck here forever?
Are you stuck there forever? What's stopping the Watcher from sending you home now? Is anyone ever going to explain this?
He clicked the drop-down menu and then he just randomly selected papyrus, like a thoughtless child.
I doubt our new king will let me borrow his scepter.
Flick too hard, damn it!
Tell them the men in black sent you.
When can we start throwing cabbages at him? I brought a whole bushel, and they're rotten.
Oh, my cabbages! Whoa, what treasure is this? Victoria's sponge? Pineapple cakes? Marzipan? Buck, they got marzipan!
Oh, hey, Marzipan.
Are you watching?
Always.
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.